At 51, Percy Julian had helped create a foam that smothered gasoline fires for the United States Navy. Then, on the night before Thanksgiving in 1950, arsonists broke into his new home, soaked all 15 rooms with gasoline, and tried twice to set it alight. His family had not even moved in. He was born in Montgomery, Alabama in 1899, where Jim Crow schools left black children with almost no path beyond the 8th grade. His father built a library at home because the public one was closed to them. At 17, Julian entered DePauw University as a sub-freshman, taking high school classes beside his college work. He waited tables, dug ditches, and studied at night. 4 years later, he graduated as valedictorian. Harvard awarded him a master's degree in chemistry in 1923, but not the teaching appointment that could support his next academic step. The reason, recorded in later histories, was brutally simple. White students might reject a black instructor. So Julian crossed an ocean. He earned his doctorate in Vienna in 1931, then returned to the United States with the Austrian chemist Josef Pikl. Together, they took on a molecule other chemists had failed to build. In 1935, Julian and Pikl completed the first total synthesis of physostigmine, a drug used against glaucoma. It made Julian world famous at 36. DePauw still refused him a faculty position. Industry finally opened a door. At Glidden, Julian turned soybeans into a chemical factory, helping make progesterone and hydrocortisone available on an industrial scale, and developing the firefighting foam used against gasoline and oil fires during World War II. His science could cross barriers his family could not. Julian and his wife Anna bought a house in Oak Park. After the failed arson attack, they moved in anyway. On June 12, 1951, while Percy and Anna were away for his father's funeral, dynamite was thrown from a passing car. It exploded in the garden while their children were inside. No one was injured. No attacker was ever brought to justice. Threats continued for years. What does a scientist do when the country using his inventions will not let his family sleep safely? Julian answered plainly, "The right of a people to live where they want, without fear, is more important than my science." He hired guards, watched the house with a shotgun, and stayed. He later founded Julian Laboratories and sold it in 1961 for $2.3 million. In 1973, he became the first black chemist elected to the National Academy of Sciences. But no award could return the nights his son spent beside him, guarding their home from another attack. Percy Julian died of cancer on April 19, 1975. That same day, India launched its first satellite, Aryabhata. Science was reaching into space. Julian's life had shown how hard a black genius still had to fight for a place on Earth. He made medicine cheaper and fire less deadly. The price of his genius was paid in locked doors, armed guards, and a hole blasted into his own front garden.